how many breaths would have been used basically? Like, is it like one per these checks?
No. Getting to this point was one.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Essentially, if you failed and did you fail the no, you passed the second one. Okay. Log, you're good. Log, I'm not terribly worried about breath. You're still haven't used one.
Woohoo.
uh the rest of you, Kree's a bit stuck. How do you want to help him? You can stay and help him again, or you can keep going.
Leave Creed to his fate.
Okay, help.
I mean, you could do it. I'm just rolling unreasonably poorly. On a 10, I would pass this.
Log, stay and help a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go before I use up any more air than I have to.
Stodia, I'm taking that pick.
Yeah, well, it's Kreese anyway.
I mean, we're not actually talking, but just grabbing the pick from you.
Yoink.
I mean, you know what? I can at least do my part to try and break open this, chunk of bits for Kree.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't matter what I roll. All my attacks are going to have the same attack roll to them. So.
I am going to take advantage of my natural density and see if I can use that to just help pull Kree free once there's a little bit more.
That's a good whack. You're able to give Kree a good bonus and make the DC even lower. To the point where actually a 13 will pass.
Yay.
Yay. But at this point now, I will ask everyone to take a puff. Except Log.
That's 2 puffs now?
Yep.
My poor 16 con.
Minus another 5.
Yeah,
Oh,
16 con.
We got both me and Kree have got surprisingly large lungs, but only so much we can do.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, over here with no con.
You halfling, just chucking you out of the water now.
I've been going. I didn't stay to help.
Yeah. Sam, it's going to take you one more, but then you can get out.
Okay. So number 1 from our total. We're down to 6.
And everyone else, now that you got Kree free, I'm going to ask, because Sam's been going, I'm going to ask everyone to. You can either do 2 more, or you can start going quickly and make me an athletics check, but you might, fuck up.
I'm gonna go with the athletics check. I'm frugal like that.
So am I, because I'm good at athletics, supposedly.
Nice.
Stodia just shoots out of water.
I'm just making use of my natural density. Gritting my boots into the bottom of the rock and just pushing my way through.
Is Kai still giving the +2 on athletics?
I'm with you, so you can get the +2.
Nice.
Quick, just grab onto the dwarf.
Log's just taking his time and just swimming out.
That's because Log has that luxury.
Yeah, Log, you're still good.
I mean,
Log's just floating around face down in the water. Totally fine.
Take a nap halfway through this. It's fine. Oh yeah, you guys are
Alright.
pissed. Fucking rocks, stupid damn rocks. Get out of my damn way. You power through the last bit of swim. You're only going to take one more. You were worried about some of the bits being a bit sharp now that you've chipped them away, and if you're going fast, you're not paying attention as much, but you're fine. And you're able to all get out with one more puff.
I wasn't originally going to roll. Originally, I was just going to assurance it, but Kai wasn't going to get outplayed by the dwarf.
Obviously. Ray, you're kind of up here tapping your foot, waiting for people. Then suddenly, blah! Sam comes through. And then, blah! Everyone else comes through as they all actually caught up to Sam as they're swimming.
I like the idea.
exorbitantly.
I like the idea that Sam's not even got out of the water yet. Everyone else just flies right past him and gets out.
And then Log just. I
I imagine Log.
Log's just floating around.
I imagine the Log just on his back, just gently paddling.
was thinking more just literally alligatoring his way up.
Waiting.
I just like that it was just a casual like swim where you could just float along on your back and relax for a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, no doubt.
It's just Log.
All right, but you all finally emerged. Surprisingly, not soggy as you pass through that water barrier.
Oh.
as it strips the water off of your person as you pass through. And you
Ah.
enter into this chamber. Various glowing crystals line the walls. Large ones in the center of the room.
Okay, so the lack of being wet is convenient, but that vibrating, I hate it.
Yeah.
It's not fun. It
Especially
gets
with your
worse.
density, Stodier, you're kind of a little bit more affected by it, and you kind of feel it in your teeth. So you go, it kind of makes your beard move in weird ways. Yeah. Rhea, your hair is a mess. It is poofed up. It is, yeah.
She's mildly upset by this, but only mildly. She's used to it floating anyways.
This is an
Alright.
auditory effect, right?
It is.
I'm not gonna do this now, but I'm gonna keep that in mind. If this thing starts like blasting sonic blasts at us, I might actually be useful here.
Alright, lads, which way out of here? Please tell me it's fast.
Only way through is past vibrating crystal.
No time like the present.
All right. A lot of these crystals in this room actually seem rather untouched, left to grow to their natural state. But there's 2 fire crystals on either side, a few of these weird crystals you haven't really identified yet, but let off this weird, eerie blue tone. But if you would like, you can push on.
Could we attempt to identify the blue crystals?
Yes, you may. You can mail me Arcana or Occult.
Sorry, let's just type it. Let's go for occult this time. Spice it up.
Okay. Sam, you think these are Force?
Is right.
This theory about it, and yeah, this seems like Force. It's weird that it's a Force crystal producing sound, but that might just be part of the various effects of the magic and how it's been used.
Is it that weird? And force's vibration is basically force.
Mm-hmm. With that, also 23, you're also noticing that it isn't just a solid tone. It does seem to be changing, like other sound coming from other places. And when you hit it or speak next to it, it seems to repeat it like an echo, but on a much lower, deeper tone, repeatedly until it fades away.
Oh, shit, so the crystal people down here might actually be able to hear us.
That's only if you really speak at it or like directly next to it.
Okay, so we should just stay away from the vibrating crystal.
But if you'd like to move on,
Yes,
actually,
right,
let me
right,
turn on
right.
the fog of war for this one. God damn it. Copy.
Weird echo crystals.
And you find yourself in a little bit of a passageway. This noise as you've been progressing along has been getting louder and louder. Not audibly louder, but you can feel the vibrations much more as you progress. As described, it is much more of a sensation than a hearing.
Can we still hear each other if we're talking?
Yeah. Yes. You instinctively find yourself talking louder, but you can still hear each other. It's strange though. Your sound doesn't really seem to propagate the same way that it would normally. Like you kind of have to get closer to people, but not talk louder. It's more of a distance. Where if it as your sound goes out, it seems to get broken up and dissipate much quicker to be intelligible.
I don't suppose I know no sign language.
Essentially, you can hear people if they're about 10 feet away, easy. A little bit further than that, it gets more difficult. And up ahead, you see a very bright light. Log, you would recognize that as the entrance to the chamber.
They're shifty crystal. Good. Go.
Yeah, I should mention we're in the bottom right.
Yeah.
Who wants to go ahead? Look, what's
Oh.
the room ahead like?
It's very large and
Yeah.
wide, very well lit, with some of it more worked than other places. There's altars and stuff surrounding the main, very source of the noise.
So we could sneak our way through.
Yes, you could sneak.
Sneak.
Not
Looks
a
not
bad
good.
idea.
Can we follow the expert on log now?
I guess. So.
Actually, yeah, true. You can because log is stealth.
Because you have expert rank in stealth, right?
Yeah, I do. And in deception.
I mean, that's usually where we have to do group disguise.
Don't worry, log lead. Just go this way and change skin color.
Sherlock, let me just fucking change my skin color.
And turn down the star sprinkles.
Yeah. No worry about sound, no worry about noise, just worry about sight. Stay hid.
We should head in small groups, I think, then.
Yeah.
Buddy system.
In that case, we need to go buddy system. How are we pairing everyone? Presumably, we want to have someone who's good at frontline in every single section, just in case we get seen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So in that
Yeah, we
case,
actually have a party pair cover that basically.
Basically, Stodir, Sam, and Rhea pair up with one of us three.
Let's see. Who's the worst of stealth out of us? Because they should probably go vlog. I have a +6.
Probably me. Maybe Sodier.
I have a +7. Screw you, shiny.
the fuck?
I have a
Oh.
+1.
Oh. Maybe Kree should go with
I mean, it
vlog.
doesn't really matter because the follow leader is going to apply to everyone who watches log go down that way. So
Oh, okay.
follow leader doesn't mean you have to be doing it with the person. It means that you have to be able to copy what they were doing, basically.
I have a +1 and we have +6 because, trained.
It's described like, for example, watching where where log goes to hide, and then hiding in the same spot he did, kind of thing.
I'll stick with vlog then, because if we get into a fight, I can summon stuff for him to sneak attack with.
Rhea has a bias towards Kai. She talks to him sometimes.
In that case, we've got Kree and the dwarf.
Alright, come on, Foamy, let's go.
Foamy. I barely even foam.
It's only mild, I'll have you know.
Possums are anti-foam.
It's true. So, who's going first?
I think Log has to.
Yeah, log has to go first. To get us the bonus.
Log, go first.
After all, we're following the leader. So, leader, go.
Once again, I regret every day that I didn't take invisibility instead of comprehend languages.
Log.
Feel free to move your token.
Yeah, you going?
Actually, do need to move a token. Do sneak.
You don't see any cultists like you did last time, but you see various stony creatures that you recognize.
Rocks. Also, another big rock man, like rock guard guy, like from Hardy Guy, like in his place. Yeah.
Oh, right, you want me to roll stealth as well?
Yes.
Follow leader is +2, yes?
It's more than that. You add your level if you're not trained.
I'm trained.
Okay, then it's +2.
Basically, consider. The effective thing is you treat your proficiency as one higher for the bonus purpose, which is great. That's what it ends up as.
Yeah, Sam, you're using your little.
I'm not bad at stealth.
Yeah.
I'm not great, but I'm not bad.
Oh, temporarily, you're an expert.
Yeah, he's using its littleness to help.
And when you're given the advice of change your skin color, that's the best he can do.
I can only go so white.
Fair. Fine.
Other than the dogs, everything else in the room seems rather motionless.
Dogs. Better just there where all the light is.
I'm gonna be honest, I can't quite see what you see, so I'm basically just gonna be falling right behind you.
Problem is, there's a lot of fucking darkness.
Oh,
trouble.
give me a
Where
second.
to go?
There are other sources of light. Let me get that for you.
Oh, good. Okay.
Forgot to add those in.
Yay, I would appreciate those. Yes, like that one. That helps a lot, actually.
God.
There we go.
There.
That's some good light. Okay. Let's check this way, and Log's just gonna say, "Get low, go quick." Meow.
Luckily, a maneuver like that would be normally given away by the pitter patter of feet. Luckily, you don't really much have a pitter patter of feet currently,
Ooh.
as that oppressive hum is sort of permeating the air.
So much hum. Dog no like hummus.
Stay focused.
Focus, don't worry. Here?
Yeah, and you see a door.
Dog see door.
Actually, a few doors throughout this place. There's a few on the south side, this one on the north. There's another one to the west, And there seems to be an exit passage out towards the west too, or at least a large tunnel that seems very similar to the ones you've seen in the past.
Sort of way down there.
Additionally, the stone underneath these altars is a different material. You're not sure what it is, but
It's shiny. That all really it. Okay.
here, I'll do this. You guys can see there.
That also works. What the fuck is that?
What do you mean?
Oh, it's a rock thing. No, just zoomed out, it looks like an ogre.
Zoomed in, it looks like a rock ogre.
Yeah, but when you zoomed out, it looks like flesh.
It's the thing.
She's chunky.
Okay.
Let's not.
Where'd log go? Far. Log go to door.
There's no cover to the door, Bo.
Yeah, log no. Log no think they care too much. So no. To door. Press up against the wall.
Oh my god.
For that maneuver, I'm going to ask for an additional stealth check.
Can't do.
No, I'll just stay over here. One at a time.
Stealthy.
Okay. This is the fastest you've seen an alligator waddle, and
No.
quietest waddle you've ever seen. And you get to the door, and luckily the sound doesn't propagate, and you're able to duck your way in. Inside, it's a rather dull room. Etched into the floor seems to be various little symbols, but they seem to overlap in certain places. There seems to be little racks and stuff on the walls for chisels and knickknacks like that.
Cool room.
Yeah, very much a tool room.
Alright. But it's a good stopping place for stealthing. Okay. Log pokes his head out and just sort of waves over and mimes Gnome.
Sam nods and
quick.
steps back. Oh wait, new as in like to you or new as in like you come back?
Wave to me. Quick.
I have a question.
Hmm.
Oh, who died?
That was just Rose's internet being dead.
Oh,
Could I like use illusory object to make the wall just like a bit thicker here, so it's something I could like hide within?
Yes.
Because I'm thinking like most people aren't gonna notice if a wall gets a little bit thicker in a big ass chamber like this.
It's just the shadows playing tricks on you.
I mean, first I'll check. Nobody's looking this way, are they?
No, it seems like the dogs are having a little bit of an infight.
Okay, we're distracted then. In which case, I'll cast illusory object to make the wall thick. 20 foot. Oh, damn, that's actually quite big.
Yeah.
In which case, I'm just gonna make a passage from like this wall to the door,
Sure.
and then zoop, walk along wall, and zoop into room.
What's the duration on that?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
So if it stays there, then the rest of us can also use it to get past.
That's my line of thinking.
So kind of like that.
Yeah.
The wall looks a bit puffy now. Okay.
I should note they only get to make a save if they actually interact with it.
Mhm.
I whisper to Log, if I'll keep up for another 10 minutes, we could potentially.
no, you could crawl through wall.
I'll tell you the secret later.
Okay. I really want to know. Alright, we found tool room. Not much else.
Sam, you would recognize this as a ritual room. Ritual room meant for looking over the runes. It's easy enough for you to identify. Summoning? Modifying summons.
Are there any actual, like, what looks like magical tools in here?
No. A lot of good, really well-made chisels. Some chalks that seem to be infused with various types of crystals. Various powdered ritual elements.
But it's not like actual summoning occurs here, just modifying them.
Make me Arcana check.
Okay. I'm thinking if we can summon something here. This could potentially be a distraction. 21.
You do see a partially completed ritual circle. The various mismatching lines of the ground seem like a permanent fixture, but it just depends on which lines you fill in with the chalk. You could make one have a little bit of a mishap with what's going on here. You don't think you could complete it in a reasonable amount of time, but a mishap.
Sure, like if I like scuff a line somewhere just subtly enough that isn't easily noticed.
Yeah, whatever is preventing it from currently activating.
Would that make it happen immediately or whenever they would go to actually like use the circle?
You could. That's up to you.
Because what I'm thinking is modify it so that it like fucks up whenever we use it, next use it. We have that be a distraction because it looks like I haven't seen what's like down here, but I assume if there's a way through, it's either through these doors or to the left. I don't know. What have you seen, Big B?
Log thinks the only way actually out is left.
Oh,
Left exit. Their tunnel.
yeah. It's just because I didn't actually get to see when we were up against someone.
Ah, okay.
Then, in which case, Sam will take a quick moment to do that. Then, the next time that someone uses the circle, just a small mishap will happen.
Okay.
Small mishap, brass dragon appears.
Okay, not that bad. We don't need more dragons. Okay.
Well, I
Dragon.
mean, the brass dragon did say he traveled between planes. It could happen.
God. Okay.
And you
log,
confirmed it wasn't just that material plane.
log. The next time someone uses this room, a little accident will happen. I hope that'll be a sufficient distraction that we could run through.
Okay.
The issue is
Probably.
those two things.
Hmm.
We can follow the wall and get back to the others, though. Unless you want to continue on.
Boom. There's another door. Log want to go in that.
It's very close to.
Yeah. It close. But Dog see Doggo's not there no. Doggo's on the other side right
Let me squeeze forward and do my
now. Okay.
rest in peace, my fucking spell slots, but it's probably worth it. As I'll cast the illusory object again. Make another thick wall. Just like that.
Sure.
We might be able to make it now. Let's go back.
Okay.
Or actually, or check out that next door, up to you.
Check door first.
Okay,
Log.
stay here.
Doot.
Or actually, I'm just gonna hide behind this wall so I can actually see what the fuck you're gonna end up doing.
Peek through door. Quick now.
Yeah, sure. This one, it's a bit stiff, but you're able to punch it open easy enough. You are able to slip inside and reclose the door before you hear something sort of go. You hear sort of a grinding noise happen as the big stone creature at the altar down here seems to look up. He doesn't see anything, but sort of squints his eyes at the area around him. So you're able to quickly duck into that room, Log.
Okay. Log in room. Room.
What's in room? Do you not have a light?
I have a little bit of light. I see a circle.
Yeah.
Half a
On the
circle.
on the ground is a very complicated circle. It's the most complicated circle Log's ever seen.
Very
It
fancy.
has various metals on the ground in with lots of shapes and runes in it. The inner circle seems to be glowy a bit.
We circles.
Is anyone looking Sam's way?
No, this one's looking at the wall, muttering something in Terran.
Sam's gonna throw a rock like this direction.
Make me a deception roll.
Okay. That was better my deception or my performance. Okay. My actual deception. Basically just a swift burst of movement to get his attention away from the wall.
It quickly looks around towards that, sees the pebble dance across the floor. He looks up at the ceiling like he's checking for like cracks or something. He's
Sam
looking over
prays in
here
his
now.
head that Log hurries.
Fancy circle. Oh, hey. Big guy doing. Oh well. I'll find out later. Boop. Hi. What big guy doing?
You can hear him speaking in Terran, and the dogs are sort of doing their yappy sort of form of Terran.
Sam holds up a hand to wait and just kind of leans over to Log and tries to whisper, but I guess it's a loud whisper.
Yeah.
He was checking out the wall. I think he saw you at the end when you got inside.
Okay.
Wait for him
Got good
to
eyes.
stop. Wait for him to stop looking our way. Then we go get the others.
Yeah.
Actually, what
Well,
did you say?
this guy is currently looking at the ceiling, and the dogs are kind of barking at him like, "Hey, nothing. What are you talking about?" Stuff like that.
That
What's
means
going
the
on?
dogs are like looking this way, aren't they?
Kind. Yeah. Kinda.
Yeah, let's wait.
Log finds circle. It's very fancy. Lot of gold and shiny. Good glow. Bit of glow.
I don't like how many ritualists these people seem to have. Okay, doesn't look like anyone's looking our way anymore.
Okay.
The big stone creature like places his hand on top of the big stone pedestal and closes his eyes.
Uh-oh.
Nothing seems to happen immediately.
Let's go. I'm assuming the others are like looking up. Well, I say up. They're looking towards the direction that we went.
Yeah, we'd be keeping an eye out for it.
So I'm just gonna kind of like wait for Log to come around the corner, and when he does, he's gonna like wait for you lot to come forward.
Alright. Who wants to be team 2?
I'll
Freya?
go. I'm not scared.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
Have
go
fun,
ahead then.
Zodiac. I don't know. Care.
So, do I still get the +2 from this?
Yep.
You
I
saw
got
you
fun,
saw,
Zodiac.
saw the path that Log took, so
I guess I was going with him, wasn't I?
yep. You're on the Stoda team.
Well,
Did you add that as trained to yourself?
I added the +2 that trained
if you're
is
untrained, basically treat yourself as trained.
yeah, so should be another 3 on that, I guess. No.
Yeah, you add your proficiency of your level, so 11.
Do you still have your hero point?
So,
he would have-
sorry. Just
He would have- yeah.
just give me a second to work it out, because I'm not thinking very well at the moment. It wouldn't be 11 though, because when you're trained, it's just straight your level bonus to it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It is, but you said you already added +2.
Yeah, for Log's thing.
Yeah, basically he's doing follow the leader, which means if you're untrained,
But
you get your level +2, which is the same as being trained.
Yeah, there's an additional +2 from follow the leader, based on their proficiency. If they're
Right.
experts, you gain an additional +2, master additional +3, and legendary +4. So you always get your level extra on there.
And then the +2.
right,
So it would be 11.
okay.
Okay. Currently, they're not looking this way, so you're able to cross, and they don't notice.
That means it's mine and Rhea's turn. Now, because the one made of stars still.
Actually, I guess it makes sense that shit that's made out of rock doesn't have a very good perception. And I
And,
suppose we're taking
this
penalties.
room is
Hold on, let me refresh roll 20 because then I know probably got buggy.
Yeah, you've gone quite robotic as well.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do anything about that.
You're part of Amazon network. Is your Hoover going to stop working now?
I'll rejoin in a second. Let me just. Okay, hopefully that helped.
Yeah, seems to.
You also appear to be decent at stuff.
Okay. With the train benefits of follow leader.
Yeah, neither of us has to do the hard thinking. Log's already figured out the hiding spots.
Good job, Sparkle Hair.
yeah. By the way, I just posted it in random shit. What's kind of happening to Rhea's hair currently?
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, you're able to quickly sneak around here, but you hear suddenly able to cut through the oppressive noise. You hear another grinding noise as something else moves.
Something else?
Yes,
That sounds bad.
but
What
you
we
can keep
Okay.
moving.
move for, yeah.
Oh, let's get going.
Basically, as people get up here, Sam's gonna wait and basically whisper to each person as they go past. The wall's illusionary up ahead. Follow where Log goes, and you can see.
But wait, now we know it's an illusion. Ah!
Yeah, that's as long as if you know it's an illusion, that's fine.
The thing, if we accidentally disbelieve, it's not a problem.
That's the great things on illusions versus enchantments. Illusions just kind of stay there. It's a matter of if you believe or not. For an individual case.
There's now a dead bug on my screen.
Yeah.
I guess we never asked this before, but does this big stone golem thing have like eyes and a face?
Yes, it does now. The one you saw in the blood place didn't, as it didn't seem to be active.
Hmm.
This one, now that it's actually moving around now, does.
Faces are reserved for only the most hardworking of employees.
You guys noticed that one of the dogs darts down the hallway. Place where you just were.
Oh boy. What way's the golem currently looking? Is it down this way or this way?
This way.
That way?
Yep. Everyone pile into the room. Scooby-Doo style.
Come out a different room.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Cue someone accidentally tripping and falling through the illusionary wall.
Please no.
Oh no, there's an illusionary wall, now suddenly has an illusionary hole in it.
Oh no.
I mean, my illusions aren't made out of paper mache.
No, they're made of light.
Yeah, they're not shadow illusions.
Okay, everyone, the wall next to this next wall is much the same, but we need to wait for him to not all be looking this way.
You're able to peek out the door log, and you see the big stone troll-looking thing talk to one of the dogs. He places his hand on that big center altar, and you feel a much this time audible, loud whoomp go through the room, and everything sort of vibrates suddenly. You all feel like the very ground around you sort of vibrates. You sort of lift off the ground, Rhea more so than usual. And actually, Rhea, you actually get pushed back about 10 feet, like in this room, as you just sort of hit the back wall. It's all this sudden pressure goes out from the center crystal, and then almost as soon as you were hit by that pressure wave, a return pressure wave comes back the other way and pulls Rhea. You get pulled this time back towards the center.
No. Clog
Can-
grabs her.
Help. Why is this happening to me?
You suddenly hear a bunch of Terran going on, as their voice actually is able to cut through this oppressive noise somehow. Apparently, their voice being based on these weird. It's hard to. It seems to be not blocked like everything else.
Sound like talking with gravel.
Sims?
real. Meat. Somewhere. Hidden.
They figured it out. You're a loser.
Another pressure wave suddenly goes out and returns.
Can
Near.
I, on that pass, could I attempt to counter performance it? Or because this is a thing that isn't a save, is that not something I can do?
It's not really a save. It's more of a added benefit that this guy is getting.
Yeah, I was just hoping there would be some way I could like disrupt it.
Search room. Somewhere close.
They're gonna search the room. Combat places, people.
One dog darts south, one dog darts this way.
Ready for ambush. Though they
The
know
stone
see
guy
me.
doesn't move, but turns around and takes sort of a offensive position. This guy keeps his hand on the center altar.
Do we wait for them to come to us, or do we strike out now?
Dog know what to do. Wait for dog to poke head in door, then pull dog in. Beat up.
Keep in mind, these dogs can go through walls.
Yeah, that's why we bring it in, beat up, so it can't go through walls.
Just
Yeah,
pick it
but-
up off the. Just pick it up off the ground then.
It's
I'll be right
bloody-
back. One moment. One of my friends said something.
Its pals will all go through the walls, though. And then we end up surrounded.
They don't
walls.
notice.
In which case, we're better being. If they spot us, we need to get out of this room.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
They'll be able to outmaneuver us easily, so.
This one starts messing with the wall, trying to figure it out.
Needs to make me a will save. DC 19.
It doesn't tries to actually phase through the wall. And it doesn't, and it stares at it very confused.
Guys, this wall's broken.
Yeah, what the fuck's up with my wall?
Broken? Have I lost the ability to phase shift?
What the fuck?
Interesting.
This thing comes over to go try to do the same. A third pulse goes out. There you are.
I think they know where we are.
Damn it.
You guys suddenly feel this weird concentrated hum. It grows more powerful, more powerful, more powerful.
I think it's time we abort.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Because I get the sense we're about to be AoE'd if we stay in here.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds like a.
Here's the turn order.
Woo-hoo. Would I be allowed to use stealth for initiative here?
For this, I would say yes. Anyone who would want to use stealth
Yay.
may.
Knowing that
Whew.
these boys are going to be incredibly chunky, we're definitely
it.
not going to get through this combat tonight, I believe.
Have to
No.
click my toe again.
If you would
Whoops.
like,
I rolled perception 7 initiative. Can you add me?
It's the same thing. Oh, right.
And if you press perception. On the bright side, apparently we were all prepared for this.
Mhm.
Angry rocks.
Apart from Rhea.
The rocks are angry.
Rosie?
Whoops.
Rosie, oh yeah, you're kind of like a cleric. You're an oracle.
Yeah.
You got the diet cleric's
You
curse.
should know the rules by now, J-Mac. If there are no clerics in the party, the Oracle automatically receives the cleric's curse.
Sometimes I go fast.
If there's no
Really
clerics,
depends.
no oracles or clerics in the party, the druid gets the curse.
Hierarchy of who goes last.
Yes. Follow the hierarchy until you eventually get to the rogue.
Rogue is never cursed.
The
Log
rogue
too
is cursed.
sneaky.
The rogue's cursed in a different way.
Log too sneaky for.
The rogue is cursed to never roll his absolute best and always just get a mediocre but still better than everyone else result.
Man, I've already used 1/3 of my spell slots for today. I do not regret Fake Wall, but still.
It
this
was
guy
good for scouting.
is not going to do anything. He's investigating the wall.
Will save.
Oh.
He knows it's fake.
Waves his arms through it. Kind of dim. He's going to be messing with that for a bit. He's interested. It's like,
Or is
ooh.
it all suddenly now transparent?
If you would like, we can save this for next session, or we can do it now.
Not the best to actually start a combat right now.
Yeah, saving it
Yeah,
for next session,
combat,
we can go
combat
in.
takes a while. Might be safer just now.
Right. You guys are very lucky that this guy rolled shit for initiative.
Yes, we get to have our downtime conversation of quickly screaming in a room where we're
Ah!
fighting.
Someone may have powers while touching pedestal.
I want powers. It's mine now, my pedestal.
Get him off pedestal then.
He big.
All right, I have a question. My own
Yo.
clarity, because my internet kept going out. The weird cow thing I described, of course, a dragon, right?
Oh, sorry?
Pardon?
This weird thing. What is this?
Oh, you can roll me an Arcana.
Okay. I described it as a weird cow as a joke.
I guess it does kind of look like a cow.
That,
Yourself?
my friend, is the most incredibly obese Mephit you have ever seen.
What's a method?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, then.
Yeah,
How
normally
fat do you have to
Mephits
be
are
to go
small
from
creatures.
medium-
This Mephit
Yeah.
is a large creature.
The
This
reason I described
thing,
it as a cow, by the way, is because hold on, I gotta like show this.
you're not very far off in terms of its stature and its posture. This thing has been gorging itself on elemental energy since it's got here.
Do you
assume.
understand?
Yes. Oh
It's a
god.
cow.
Oh.
Moo.
What is this? Where are you posting?
I drew
He
over
drew
it.
face.
Oh,
Just like the outline
yeah,
to show you how I got
cow.
cow.
yeah. This thing is mighty. You didn't realize Mephits could get this large. Yep, it
Just
is a
all
cow.
cow now.
Cow. Cow is all the way down.
Alright, we've had Candace be a stone cow instead.
There is no cow level. There is no cow level.
This is the cow level.
Oh no!
And the cow level's gonna kick your ass.
No, not again.
I'm all the fuck. I guess you don't have the health unbenefits. I don't know what words I'm looking for being obese if you're an elemental. It's not like you have blood or anything.
No, this thing has just been pounded down the.
Dexterity's got to be trash if he's obese, though.
Oh yeah.
So this room is large.
Yes, it is.
On the bright side, if it did at the bottom, it's gonna take like a turn or so to get to us. Maybe even
Yeah.
3.
Luckily, he fast.
Okay, more of probably 1.5 or 2. These are the same lightning doggies as last time, right?
What?
These look like the same the same doggies with lightning as that last time, don't they?
Yes, the crystals on them are slightly different color, but yes.
Okay, so Solderhound with potential other elements.
Sodhound with potentially with different elemental ability. Side note: I will also mention below you that door seems a little bit fancier than all the others.
Mm,
Of course.
Perhaps maybe some form of living quarters, but it's hard to imagine someone sleeping near this deafening thing.
And presumably the crystal people don't have ears anymore, so
Maybe.
wherever they don't seem to be filled with a lot of liquid.
Yeah. I will say, my naming convention carries on, as you guys have stumbled across the Shrine of Isolation.
Huh, okay. Does that carry on? We've had desiccation, exsanguination, isolation. Okay, I guess it does.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fuck
it
you,
looks
I
like-
did have a naming convention, and all of them have one.
Of course they do.
It's more of a like with the other two, it's like, oh, we're assuming it's like maybe based on liquids of some sort.
Liquid, they're just going by lack of something.
uh-huh.
Something stolen from us.
I think it could have been liquid. I don't know, maybe one of them like stole.
I
don't know,
mean,
you don't
And
have a
someone-
memory
the
card.
way
and
I look
someone-
at it is all of these things are stealing something from the dragon.
Yep, and someone hit it on the nose with starvation and the biomass. Nice.
Good job, Jamie.
I think that was our contribution together, so.
Yeah, team effort. Why the fuck is the dragon spawning goo? Ugh. Couldn't it have just been like a weird
like
fleshy
I like
walls?
to be inside being basically pumped.
I don't want to fight in goo.
There's just 3 left. You just gotta figure out what those last 3 shrines are.
Asphyxiation?
Probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd be
Probably
willing
one.
to bet on this fixation.
Yeah.
So we have the water of its body, the air it would breathe, it's I don't know what you'd classify isolation as. Like it's standing
It's
towards
mind,
others.
Senses, I think.
Oh, senses.
Yeah, probably
Like,
is.
Yeah, because look at what this thing is doing. It's literally sending out pulses of feeling.
So
It's functioning as a pseudo radar. It's just deafeningly loud.
All in all,
Or perhaps it's its ability to speak and communicate,
that does feel more fitting.
and they're just using it as a sort of sonar, the
Actually,
same
yeah.
way a bat does. That's another theory, but
Yeah.
not important.
I don't know. So what would the other? I mean, there's a lot more it could be. I imagine wherever the fucking big crystal's gonna be, that's gonna be another shrine, and it's gonna be its crystal abilities, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
most like
I'm a sucker for theming.
Fair.
But I hope you enjoyed that session. It was good.
Stealth segments are always stressful.
Yeah. It's hard to do them right.
I'm sad. Forge
Missy.
has a thing.
Missy, it's far easier when you have a system that supports group stealth checks.
Mm-hmm.
God, that's so much more helpful.
I will say, I think it's not a level +2 when you're not when you're untrained. I think it's just level, not +2.
That might be the case. No, I think it still is because I remember reading through this a few times. Follow the expert.
Choose an
Follow-
ally. Choose an ally doing a recurring skill check, such as climbing, or performing a particular tactic that requires a skill check, such as avoiding notice. The ally must be at least expert in the skill. While following the expert, thanks to your ally's assistance, you add your level to the level as proficiency to the associated check, even if you're untrained. Additionally, you gain a circumstance bonus based on the ally's proficiency, 2, 3, or 4.
Just
Okay,
for
there we go.
purposes of being untrained, but
It basically
counts as you being
untrained
trained.
makes you the equivalent of trained. So,
Yeah, there you go. So I suppose this game does really support the idea that don't be good at everything.
I mean,
Let
there's
your
no need to-
allies pick it up.
there's no need to be good at everything because everyone can specialize into this is my skill.
Let your friends do some fun things.
And this is how the rogue learns to hide other people.
Stuff the paladin in
Yeah.
the closet. Stuff the paladin in the closet.
This also allows you to have
No,
that
we
sort of.
don't need to stuff the paladin in a closet. We just need to stuff all of the little gaps in his armor with bits of cloth and wool, so that it stops clinking.
Also lets you be the super nerd and actually get everyone in on your research.
Yeah.
And by the way, no, I love the idea that like the guard's coming, the rogue knows the paladin's not going to be able to hide, like by himself, and ends up just yeeting him like out of sight.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people know what they're doing. Let them help people.
That's the moment in the cartoon where they throw the sheet over the paladin.
Or he stands motionless in the
Yeah, he
hallway
just
with
acts
along with
like
the
a-
other statue corridors.
He just has decorative suit
Just
of armor.
stands there
Yeah.
in attention.
All right, let's go.
The rogue just hands him a vase and makes it look like he's just a statue holding it. You have, or is that moment where like the guard's coming and the rogue just kind of reaches out, grabs one of the party members, just kind of pulls them back, hand over their mouth, like.
Shut up. Shut up. Yeah, I like this system a lot more for being able to have the party participate in things.
Yeah.
What this means is
Sure, you guys can't climb a mountain, but I can. So
And I will pull you up this goddamn mountain by myself if I have to.
so there's a bit of value in coordinating what we end up being good at.
Mhm.
Because unfortunately, I think like 3 of us took expert crafting.
Y'all knew I was playing an alchemist.
I was
But it's all in different things.
yeah, but
uh,
the point is people at craft in the end. I mean, in fact, having multiple crafters is not a bad thing because craft is really good for downtime.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
craft is also something that you can't really follow the expert on, I don't believe, because follow the expert is it's exploration, not downtime.
You could argue follow the expert could apply if we're doing something very mundane, like, hey, help me produce more nails.
Yes, if you're doing that.
Yeah, for things
But
like
you
batch,
can't follow the expert someone's very specific things.
for batches, I would allow it. For normal one-item crafting, I wouldn't.
That makes sense because it's different. Like if you're just doing bulk jobs, then fair enough. Follow the expert works. You know, you set you on a task, and that's what you do.
Do this.
I need you to take this bag of mushrooms, remove the stems, and chop them up finely. Chop up the stems, I mean. We don't need the caps. We only need the stems.
Oh, and wear gloves. The caps are poisonous. The stems are not.